Hello everyone, we're out for a fall walk. It's a very nice day, it's cool, and we're out on a nature trail not too far from our house. And today is the first in a new series of videos where I have a question for you about one of your travel firsts. And the travel first that we're going to talk about today is the first time you traveled someplace on an airplane. The first time I flew on an airplane, I was 9 years old. It was July of 1982, and I flew with my dad and my brother to Florida. And it was on Eastern Airlines. And both my brother and I got sick on the flight and threw up. And I actually made a more detailed video about that, and I'll link it up here. Okay, for future videos, when it comes to the kids first, I'm going to have them tell you. But for all three of my kids, none of them would have any recollection of their first flight. Andrew's first time on an airplane was when he was about 6 months old. It was June of 1997, and it was me, Andrew, and my dad, and we flew to California. I want to say it was probably Oakland, maybe San Francisco, for my cousin's wedding. That was the first time Andrew flew. The first time Megan flew was when she was even younger than that. It was when she was 5 months old, and it was me, her, my dad, Andrew, and my then husband flying to Orlando, Florida. We went to Universal Studios, and then we took a Disney cruise. It was November of 2004. That probably was Delta. I don't know what the airline was when we flew to California. And then Ben's first flight was when he was about 11 months old, also a baby. And again was to Florida. It was our family, me, my husband, and all three kids. We flew to Orlando and we went to Disney World. So all three kids' first flight was when they were a baby and they were too young to remember. Okay, so Megan, since you were too young to remember your first flight, what is the first flight that you do remember?
I was just thinking about this. I think we were coming back from one of the Disneys. I was like really congested and my head
Oh, I do remember
hurt,
that.
and my head was all stuffed up and my nose was all
You
stuffed
cried
up.
because you were in such
it
pain.
felt like my head was like exploding. I was really having a hard time because as we were landing, it like
The pressure.
the pressure like really hurt my head because I was so congested.
I think that was when we came back from either Disneyland in 2012 or Disney World in 2015.
Yeah.
So you were either,
I was young.
you were young, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
in that range. I do remember that. So that's the first time that you really remember flying?
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. All right, Ben, since you were too young to remember your first flight, what is the first flying experience that you remember on an airplane?
Either Disney World 2015 or
Okay.
what was that?
Do you remember when we flew to California in 2012?
No, I don't remember that.
Not at all. Yeah, you were pretty little. What do you remember about it?
Remember I watched movies
Okay.
and that's it.
On the plane?
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's our first flight experiences. What is your first flight experience? When is the first time that you flew on an airplane? Where did you go? Who were you with? How old were you? And do you remember what airline it was? Thanks for joining us for today's video. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe. There'll be more travel first videos coming. Safe travels!